Give it up for Tommy Bechtold.
Hello, everybody. Hi. Oh, my God. This microphone stand is so short. My God. How are you? You're so good? Why are you so good? Why not? What are you, the Joker? What's going on? Why not? Just whimsically good on a Saturday night. It's Saturday. Who's here on a date? Yeah, whistles, no claps. I like that. All right, whistles are good. That's the communication of positive emotion. That's good. I'm working on my feelings, you guys. It's date night. It's also a night for parents to get out. Any parents in the crowd? Woo! All right, okay. Any fathers? Clap if you're a father. All right. Clap if you're my father. He's right there. He's in the back. Clap for my dad, everybody. All right. Clap if you're my mother. I had a feeling. She's not here. She's not coming. Oh, one of these days. My dad is, he's here tonight. He's also crazy. He's 70 years old. Sorry for doxing you, Dad, but he's 70 years old. He gets up at 4:30 in the morning to go to the YMCA to play basketball with high schoolers. And I feel like at 70, it's time for, you just let God play point guard for a bit, you know? Just put yourself out on the sideline. He asked me if I wanted to go work out with him. And I said, absolutely not. My dad could beat me in a race. He could definitely beat me in a fight. It's not great. But he does pay my cell phone bill, so we're very close. We're very close. It's freezing out today. It's freezing, yes, thank you. You're very enthusiastic, and I like that. Yes. Eye contact. Engage with me. Just everyone else, fuck off for a second. Me and you, baby. It was freezing out. I pump gas. I pump my own gas. Don't need to applaud for that, but I do. It was so cold, my nuts almost froze to my car. It was miserable. But luckily, they retreated up into my body. My throat became a sanctuary city for my ball sack. It was pretty nice. You know, I moved back to Rochester recently. I had lived in California for almost 20 years. When I was in my early 20s, I got up one morning, I looked in the mirror and I said, the world needs to see this face every day. So I set out for superstardom, and I did pretty good, guys. I had a kissing scene on TV. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for clapping. See, I don't need any of you. I just need her. I'm gonna do this just for you. I had a kissing scene on TV. I did my own stunts on a TV show. I had explosive diarrhea on a TV show. I played a Nazi on a TV, you know, now that I think of it, it was a good time to leave that town. Things were going bad for me. I moved back to Rochester and I did what every 41-year-old man always dreams of. I moved back in with my mother. I did. Thank you for clapping. I don't get it. I don't understand why you like me. I don't like me. But I like you. I moved in with my mom, and guys, we're putting a nice little life together. I gotta be honest. You know, we have dinner at 4:30. We watch the news, little Wheel of Fortune, little Jeopardy, and if we're feeling fucking crazy, we put Blue Bloods on. Not every night. Not every night. Not every night. You know, I finally, I got a little worn out of living with my mother, because there's boundaries. There's a 41-year-old man who lives alone with no romantic partner. There's boundaries, and my mom has no boundaries. And there would be late nights, and my mom would come bursting into my room at 1 a.m, and all I could think of is, if I was in a compromised position, I would have to never speak to my mother again. That would be it for us. So I did the natural thing. I moved from my mom's house to Williamson, New York. Anyone from Williamson? Good, that place sucks. The mayor's office is in a Burger King. It's not, it's in a Wendy's, miss, okay? But you can't speak to him unless you order a Baconator. Williamson is a town run on meth, fueled by meth, crystal meth, the fancy meth. It's crazy. My parents are they're divorced and they're in a custody battle right now. Neither of them want me. Both of them have individually said that for Christmas this year, they think it's best if I spend it with the other one, which means 2 Christmases. Every 41-year-old boy's dream. I'm hoping for the Death Star. I've been hoping since 1983, and I'm not giving up. Not gonna. Thank you again. You nodded solemnly to that, like you mourning the people on the Death Star that died in a fictional movie. Yes. Remember them with a toy. While I was in Williamson, I had to face some uncomfortable truths. Unfortunately, I had to get real with some issues. I had to confront my drug use. For the last 6 months, I've been on Ozempic. Anybody on O? Anybody ever shoot up O? Yeah. I got a pretty bad Ozempic habit once a week. It's not like the commercials. I'm not skipping down Main Street waving at the donut shop owner saying, "Not anymore! Not anymore!" No. I'm in a dark room, sitting crisscross applesauce, Googling exotic birthday cakes on my Pinterest. It's bad. It's not good, guys. But after the Ozempic, I did actually have some real drug problems. I'm an alcoholic and I'm a drug addict. So I checked into rehab. That's a true story. Today is my 50th day sober, 50 days in a row. I don't need you to clap. It sucks. It's not great, but it's better than it was before. I checked into rehab, and they give you a physical when you get in, which is just got to be for fun. Because I could do some amateur diagnosing. We're all fucked. If you're in rehab, things are bad with your body. And I was laying on the table, faking my own death, trying to get out of rehab, and the nurse was this old, effeminate guy, and he was pretty forward. He goes, "What was your drug of choice?" And I said, "Cocaine." And he said, "No." And he looked me up and down. He said, "No way. No way. Is it carrot cake?" "No," I said, "Cocaine." "You? Really? I don't know, man. You should get back out there and keep using. Drop a few pounds." "Buddy, it didn't work. It didn't work at all for you." It wasn't nice. They take everything from you in rehab. They take your phone. There's no internet, no TV. They take your drugs, which I think is pretty fucked. Took those from me. It's not good. There's no sex in rehab. 28 days of abstinence. To be safe, I did 2 years before it. And I'm gonna keep going 6 months after too, just to be safe. I want to be really thorough. It's not because I don't have options. It's just I'm trying to do me. But when I'm ready to go back out, I'm pretty excited. I invented a dating app for sober people. It's called Dry Hump. Yeah, it's gonna be good. You get lonely in those 28 days, in the previous 2 years, in the forthcoming 6 months. You get really lonely. Things start looking really good. I remember I was looking at the way the Doors came together at one point. And I was like, "Is she looking at me?" And naturally, there's no fraternization in rehab. The boys talk to the boys, the girls talk to the girls. And I was in there for 28 days, and I did the math on it. And it takes me 27 days to have gay feelings. It takes me 7 days to have gay feelings. 27 to act on them. I also had to realize there's nothing on here. This is my Wegmans shopping list. It just says cookies. Also, I have post-acute withdrawal syndrome. My brain doesn't work yet, so you can't get mad at me. But you can judge me, but you would never judge me because you love me. I realized that for the last 20 years, I haven't really had a nose in a traditional sense. I've had a thing of skin hanging off the front of my face that's just like a magnet for powders, just anywhere I go. So it's been weird to get smells back, because let me tell you something they don't tell you about rehab and all the sexy rehab TV shows. People stink. People smell really bad. Drunks are smelly people, and they don't exactly start living their best lives in rehab. They're shaking, rattling, and rolling out there, and there's a lot of farting and a lot of nose picking. It's not a beauty pageant up there, guys. There's a lot of phrases in sobriety, a lot of phrases we learned in rehab. Time takes time, first things first, one step at a time. I think my favorite was, our bodies are temples for God. Our bodies are temples for God. Mine is not a temple. Mine is a spirit Halloween store. Okay? And there's just a recovering addict working the register trying to swipe a credit card, copy it, and go steal his credit from somebody. And it didn't used to be a spirit Halloween store. It used to be a Bed Bath & Beyond. Or for me, blow, booze, and blonde sex workers. That was my triple B. Now, I was in rehab during Halloween. I missed Halloween, but I did write a couple Halloween jokes. Would you indulge me before I get out of here? I want to do a couple Halloween jokes for you. So I want you to all take your brains, get rid of that Yuletide, get Halloween Horror Nights back up in the front of your mind, okay? This is my impression of John Madden. You remember John Madden from the video games? Well, he did other stuff. And if you're not, I can't see you. It's a dark theater. Do you remember John Madden from video games? Thank you. This is my impression of John Madden getting a job at Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights in the Poltergeist maze. This is John Madden working in Universal Studios Orlando in the Poltergeist maze. Boom! 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 The quarterback didn't even see him. That's it. That's the whole thing. I don't know. SNL passed on that this year, unfortunately. It is Christmas time, but during Halloween, you got to think of your overweight friends, okay? Because every time an overweight person puts on a costume, it's a big risk. It is a big risk for the fabric and the person. I'm very into Marvel movies. Anybody like Marvel movies? Please nod and stay silent. Yeah, I decided I would be the Incredible Hulk one year. I did it all. I cut up some purple sweatpants. I painted my entire Coke bottle body green. I put on a white lab coat that said Dr. Banner. The Incredible Hulk's real name is Dr. Bruce Banner. I was dressed like the Incredible Hulk, and I walked into a party, and 3 people turned and went, Shrek! So I did the only thing I could do in that moment. I went, Donkey! I'm Tommy Bechtel. Thank you very much, everybody.
Keep going for Tommy, everyone. And give it up for your wait staff.